Hi everybody, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So if you have been here a while, you know that I've been absent for quite some time. Lots of reasons, just really busy with family and work and everything else. So something had to give, and obviously it was my filming. But yeah, so anyway, if you are new to my channel, hi, and my name is Jo. Um, and I'm on the Similar World plan. I have, right now, I've lost 2 stone altogether. Unfortunately, it was just over 3 stone, but have gained some. It's quite a rocky road for me. You know, my weight is very up and down, up and down. Um, I have 9 weeks until a holiday that we've got booked. So I really need to knuckle down now. I have got a countdown. I've got 8 weeks left of that. So it's taken me just before my holiday. So when I first took the countdown out, was it 4 weeks ago? I said that I wanted to lose at least 1.5 stone before I go on holiday. But so far, it hasn't gone the best. I had a week or two where I had been really on plan and I didn't lose weight. I think 1 week I gained half a pound, and then I maintained. So then I had 2 really wobbly weeks where I just didn't stick to plan. You know, I wasn't like really awful, but I was having more treats than I should have been having. I was having, like, you know, proper bread and all these things, because I just felt like, what's the point? You know, I've been really good. I'm not losing. So what's the point in this? Which is absolutely horrendous, because I then end up gaining weight and I'm like just worse off than I was before. So yeah. But anyway, I I've been wanting to come back on YouTube for some time, but it was finding the right time. And when I saw Gemma from Gemma Peacegood, I think I'll try and put her channel in the description box. If you know me for some time, I am quite forgetful. I say I'll do these things in the description box and I end up forgetting, but I will try. Anyway, yeah, so she come back on YouTube, I think, over the weekend. And I thought, yeah, you know, this is what I need. I need to be accountable for being on here, filming everything, because like I've told people before, when I'm filming, I don't cheat. You know, what I film, that is it. Like, I don't know why, because even though I'm only filming, like, you don't actually know that I'm not cheating, but I feel that I can't cheat you. So it definitely makes me stick to it more. So yeah, so I thought, right, that's it. I've got to do it. And hopefully it will make me stick to plan even more, because I need to get some losses in now for this holiday. Whether I'm going to lose a stone is another matter, because of the way I lose. You know, I'm so up and down, up and down. But if I can get some off, that would be great. I really don't feel comfortable the way I am. As I said, I have gained quite a bit, and I gain a lot on my tummy, especially my midriff. That's where a lot of my weight goes. Also around my back. So I saw myself the other week on the Ring doorbell. I was looking back to see who had rung the doorbell, and it come up that obviously when I had gone out, picked me up on the Ring doorbell, and I had bent over and it picked me up on the doorbell, and I was like, oh my God, is that really the size of my back? Because I was gobsmacked. I really was. So that really did, you know, sort of think, oh gosh. So anyway, that is it. I'm back. I'm going to try and vlog daily. I know I won't be on this weekend because I have a busy weekend planned. We got a day out on Saturday. I'm shopping in Cardiff. And then Sunday, I have got the Malvern Spring Show, which again, if you've been following me for a while, you know that we do enjoy the Malvern show. So I'm there on Sunday, and yeah, I filmed that loads of times. So I will obviously film today on Friday and then back on Monday. But anyway, I'm going to go now, get my breakfast, and I will be back to show you what I'm having for breakfast. So this is what I'm going to have for breakfast this morning. So I've got strawberries in there, which are speed food, blueberries and melon, which are speed food. I'm also going to add some 0% Greek yogurt, which is free in protein. And I'm going to put a teaspoon of honey on there as well for one sin. So I'll just do that and show you when it's done. So there we are. So it's speed with all the fruits there. The yogurt is free in protein, and then a teaspoon of honey, which is one sin. So I'm going to go and enjoy this. I'm not having a coffee now. I've already had 2 this morning. I've got my milk measured out for the day, 350 mils of skimmed milk. So I'm going to eat this, and then I will just fill my bottle of sugar-free squash up, and I'll get through 2 of those today. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy my breakfast, and I'll catch you all later. So that's my bottle of squash filled up. I will drink 2 of these throughout the day. So I thought I would come on and show you all the new kitchen. If you've been following me for a while, you know that we was in the process of having the new kitchen done. And yeah, we're in here now. There's still a few finishing touches to do. But overall, we are in here, and I could not be happier. So I'll just show you around, because people that have been following me for a long time will know how desperate I was for this kitchen. So that is the double oven tower there. Daisy's food bowls by there. In this black drawer here is a plate warmer. You can proof bread. You can do all sorts in there. So that was a nice little add-on. Wasn't cheap, but then we've got the cupboards up here. And I went for these brick effect tiles, which I absolutely love. And then obviously the induction hob, because in the old kitchen we had a gas hob, and it was a nightmare. I hated it. You know, taking all those bits off to clean, where now just like one wipe and it's done. So yeah, really, really happy with that. And then we've got 2 deep drawers under there, frying pans and saucepans, cutlery drawers and all that there. So then we've got this here. And in here is the fridge. And the best thing out of it, which I really, really wanted, was one of these spice rack drawers. So yeah, really, really pleased with that. And then we're using this as like tea and coffee station. Now this is where you'll see in a minute. I'll tell you about that in a minute, so don't look at that mess. But yeah, so this is a tea coffee station. And some finishing touches to do there as well. And then over here, we have the built-in microwave, cupboards, a full-size dishwasher, where in the other kitchen we only had a slimline one. Much more worktop in here. Sorry, there's drying up on the side there. And then we went for 1.5 bowls like we did in the old kitchen, the ceramic sink. And one of these, which I've always wanted. So yeah, I'm super, super pleased with it. Now, this mess here, what's going to be happening is this window is coming out. That is going to be a doorway, because that's where the old kitchen is in there. So that's going to be a doorway. So that's going to be our dining room. So at the moment, this is just stored here out the way. So yeah, obviously the window's filthy, but that's coming out. Building a doorway. And then all this stuff will be finished then. The flooring is the old flooring at the moment. We will have new when all the other work's finished. Because there's no point yet until we've like cut through that wall. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with it. And my husband done it all himself. So he took down the conservatory himself that was here before. He done all the brickwork. He went to college courses to learn to do the bricklaying and whatever, the block work. He's a qualified electrician and a gas engineer, so he can do all that. Yeah, so he done the whole lot himself. Everything from taking the conservatory down to building this, to tiling, to plastering. The kitchen come flat pack from Howden, so he fitted the kitchen as well, done all the worktops. I'll show you as well. So on my way home, I managed to stop at Iceland, and I've got the Simmerworld wraps. They only had the white ones. They didn't have the wholemeal in my Iceland. And I'm a bit disappointed with the dates. 17th of May. So Saturday is the 10th. So yeah, it's just over a week old. But you can freeze them. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate them, put some parchment paper in between, and then freeze them, because otherwise they're hellish to get apart if you freeze them. So yeah, they're on offer for £3 for £3. How much were they per? Gosh, I can't remember. I got a feeling they were something like. Let me check my receipt. They're £1.60 a pack, so I thought I may as well get the 3 for £3 and freeze them. And also, I noticed that they had these 5 for £5. And let me check the receipt again. And usually they are £1.95 per tub. So obviously, you know, £2, nearly £2 each, and I got 5 for £5. And these are really good dates. 26th of September. So, and I'm using one of these in tonight's tea. That's if I'm doing the recipe I think I'm doing, which I think I am. But you can have half of one of these, because these are 110 grams. Somewhere. Oh gosh. Let me have a look. 110 grams. So you can have 55 of this for one healthy extra A. So basically just cut it down the middle. So yeah, 5 for £5, 3 for £3. So yeah, I was pleased I got those. Now I'm home for lunch, so I'm going to get myself some lunch and I'll show you what I'm having. So what I'm going to have for my lunch is one of these baps. These are from Aldi's. They are massive and they are one for your bee choice. So yeah, really good size they are. I'm going to have that with a tablespoon of Light and Light mayo, which is half a sin. And then some iceberg lettuce, which is speed. I've got some onion in here, which is speed. Cucumber, which is speed. And I'm debating between cheese or ham. I think I'm going to have ham, because I do like to keep my A choice, maybe for baby Bal in the evening. But I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll see. Because also I got to allow the cheese... what I just showed you, one of these. I need to allow that for my tea, but we'll see anyway. But I'll show you my lunch when it's all made up. So there's my roll made up. I decided on ham after, so I got 2 slices of ham in there. That's free and protein. And then I got all the lettuce and cucumber, red onion, tablespoon of Light and Light mayo for half a sin. And then afterwards I'm going to have this orange, which is a speed food. So the roll's my healthy extra B, half a sin for the mayo, and the rest is free or speed. So just giving Daisy a quick walk now. She'll have a bigger walk this evening. She was absolutely scalped. Was it a week today, I think, when we was having the hot weather? And of course it's gone a bit chilly now, so she's shivering quite a bit. I have been putting her jumper on, but I didn't today because I thought it was just a quick one now, and then she'll have a longer walk later. But yeah, I mean, at least it's not raining, but it's a little bit nippy. So I'm going to call in my mum's, have a cup of tea, and then home to prepare tea. Right, I am just about to get the tea ready. Here's some of the ingredients, and yeah, I'm going to chop it all up and assemble it together, and then I will show you when it's all in the pan. I was planning on videoing this as I was putting it all together, but the house has been a little bit too busy, so yeah, it's all in the pan now. I got this recipe from Claire. Oh gosh, I'll try and remember to put her name on the screen. I'm sure most people follow her, but she got some lovely recipes. So yeah, this is her recipe. I didn't use chicken thighs like she did though. I used chicken breast. Now my husband, if he knew what was in here, he wouldn't eat it. So because it's got a tub of this in there, he doesn't like that. And it's also got a can of Pepsi Max. Now, Pepsi Max in food, he would not think go. So I'm keeping it a secret. And yeah, I'm sure he won't know. Hopefully he won't. It smells gorgeous. So I'm going to serve it with some rice and broccoli. So I'm just giving it a few minutes now just to... I've just added the chicken back in, so it's just marinating in there a bit. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. But I'll show you when it's all plated up. So here is the tea dished up, and it smells absolutely amazing. So I've got it with some rice there, which is a free food. So in here altogether, I think, there's chicken breast, which is free in protein. There's mushrooms, peppers, onions, and garlic, which are all speed food. And then there's the can of Pepsi Max, which is free. There's the tub of the cream cheese. There's one tub, and that's between 3 of us. So that's, that's not even one half the extra A. And then what else was in there? Some salt and pepper, cumin, coriander, smoked paprika. Oh, it really does smell so nice. And then I've served it with some broccoli for speed food. I put some of the juice underneath there as well, just to give it a nice bit of juice. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to tucking into this. Did I say as well, I got peppers in there. I got a red and a green pepper. So yeah, anyway, it smells divine. So I'm going to go and enjoy, and I'll catch you all in a bit. Well, that tea was absolutely delicious. Really, really tasty. I can't tell you what my husband thought of it because he's late home. So his is there ready for when he gets back. It is currently, 8:30, and he's still not home. So I thought I would just end the video here because by the time I get back into all this editing, it's going to take me forever. And yeah, so I'm really, really full at the minute, but I am going to say that I'm going to have a hi-fi bar later because I know that probably about 10 o'clock I will be looking for something, so I'll have a hi-fi bar. So I had 1 sin for my honey at breakfast, then I had half a sin for the mayo at lunch. So if I have the hi-fi bar as well, that is going to be 4.5 sins. So my tea was free, everything was free in that. And then I've obviously used both my healthy A choices. I've got hair on my and then I had the BAP that was my B choice. So yeah, and I feel really good that I have had 100% day on plan. I drank 2 bottles of the sugar-free squash that I made this morning. I've drunk 2 of those. And then I've also had my milk allowance for coffee throughout the day. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to finish off here. So thank you so much for joining me today. And it's nice to be back. And I will catch you again tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Bye.